here's a tip to all you truck drivers that are new out there. If they send you a load and they're really in specific about some shit, like if you ask them questions, they're like, yeah, don't worry about it. Them hoes lying to you. Them hoes, dog. I've been lied to for like 24 hours straight by everybody at my job. Like every single one of these niggas is lying to me, dog. I'm gonna tell you how it started. I ain't gonna even get into what happened before the shit when I was getting cussed out in the middle of the street by all these people because nobody told me that it was a place that unloads in the middle of the street. So that's even some different shit, right? So I finished my other load yesterday, man. I'm driving around, I'm just flipping cool. They're like, hey, we got this load. You can go pick it up in Oxnard, California. I'm like, Oxnard? I ain't never been to no Oxnard. That sound kind of cool. But check this out. I ain't got that many hours. I gotta shut down. They're like, yeah, you can shut down at the shipper. Lie number one. I'm like, cool, bet, but yo, I really don't got no hours. I need to make sure that I can shut down at the shipper and drop the trailer. That way they can load it up without me having to be there and I ain't got to move around because that resets my clock. Oh yeah, you can drop the trailer and they'll fucking load that hoe. Lie number two. Alright, so I comes to this place, you know what I'm saying? And I get here and I talk to the dude. I go in the office. I got 30 minutes left on my clock. And you don't know how the clock work, right? You have 11 hours you can drive. You have 14 hours total that which you can work. And you have to get your 11 hours worth of driving in that 14. And anything else has to be done within that 14. Like your pre-trips, your post-trips, your fuel, all that type of shit. So you got 14 hours a day that you can work. But only 11 of them hoes you can spend driving, right? I done maxed out all my shit because I be getting it done. I be moving. Main reason is because I don't like stopping, because when I stop, then I gotta talk to people and I don't like people. Anyway, I ain't got no more hours. I get here, I got 30 minutes left on my clock. In order to reset the clock where you get your hours back, you gotta have a 10-hour break. So I'm like, bet, yo, I'm here. I'm finna drop this trailer. I need to take me a 10-hour break. Where I go post up? Dog. The nigga in the office looked at me like I was retarded. That nigga was like, what are you talking about? You can't drop it. You can't spend 10 hours. What the fuck? What is this? Like, the dude, he looking at me, and it's crazy because, like, he was going back and forth talking to another dude in Spanish, you know what I'm saying? And I understand Spanish, but they was on some, like, real Mexican. Like, they must have been partners. It wasn't a professional conversation. So I was kind of getting it. So this nigga was telling me, like, no, that's not going to work. And then he talked to the other dude. He was like, yo, basically, I understood, like, 40%. But he was like, this nigga think he finna sleep here. And I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, number one, don't talk shit to me in Spanish, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Mayate's in this bitch we speak. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm looking at him, and I'm like, bro, I was told I could drop the trailer and then I could just sit in this motherfucker for 10 hours and that way in the morning I grab the shit, whoop, I'm out of here. He's looking at me like, none of that is true. I don't know who told you that, but everything you just said is false. And I'm like, man, well then I can't pick this shit up. I gotta go somewhere, you know what I'm saying, and lock it down. He was like, all right then, bet. Well, y'all just ain't gonna get these vegetables. Fuck it, I'm out of here. And I'm like, well, fuck you too, bitch. So me, I get on the road, right? I'm driving through the mountains in California, bro. If one thing you don't understand about the mountains in California, like from wherever I'm at to Oxnard, because from Oxnard to wherever I was going, there's no lights. I don't like driving downhill when there's no lights, bro. So it's like almost pitch black. I'm swinging this hoe straight downhill so I can get to the truck stop. The next truck stop that I can get to is 77 miles away. Keep in mind, I only got 30 minutes to get there or else I get a violation. Guess who got a violation? But I'm swinging, it's pitch black, I'm swinging downhill, and on top of that, I'm trying to maintain the speed limit because I'm, in California, this is where they beat up Rodney King for some small shit, so I ain't trying to have that shit, you know what I'm saying? So those motherfuckers flying by me, because I can only go 55, and other trucks, trucks are only supposed to go 55, but them California niggas, they don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? And then, people flying by me, they blowing their horn, it's pitch black, and it's fucking downhill, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm pissed off. And then the girl who told me all this shit, she blocked my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was trying to call her, because you know me. I mean, it's cathartic. It's relaxing. I get my kicks. I center myself by cussing motherfuckers out. Right? It's something I do to get the most out of my soul. You know what I'm saying? So I'm calling her. I'm like, say, bitch, hey, why the fuck you told me I could blah, 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 and she won't answer the phone, so I can't, it's stuck inside me, like this anger, you know they got the messages, but I can't leave messages like that because then it's proof, and then the people gonna try to call me and talk about you fired and shit, so I can't leave a message, I can't cuss nobody out, you know what I'm saying? I called my wife once and I was explaining to her, but I don't really like sharing my negative energy with people who didn't participate in hurting me, so I can't really express to my wife how angry I am because I don't want to upset her, you know what I'm saying? So I got all this bad energy inside me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm flipping, I get to the motherfucking truck stop, right? And I'm like, fuck, I gotta do my post trip anyway. So I get there, I'm already 2 hours in violation. I gotta take another 30 minutes in violation because I gotta stay on the clock to do my post trip. Do you know these niggas sent me a message that said, you are in violation right as I'm going into the post trip? So I know I'm in violation, and I know that they was gonna send that message, but it's just something about them sending the message right at that time that told me, man, you really need to hit somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like your anger is either gonna eat you up inside or it's gonna eat up somebody's face. And it would be better if it eat up somebody's face, right? So I leave the truck and I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna go to this truck stop and I'm gonna see anybody in there who is gonna, you know, talk shit to me. Cause I figure, you know, this might be a good time to be like, oh man, I had a misunderstanding with the dude. I accidentally slapped the shit out of him, you know what I'm saying? So I'm walking around and bet this dude looking at me crazy. And I'm like, man, I'm finna fuck this nigga up, right? And I go up to him, and I see he's kind of standing there, and he's kind of like not moving. And I'm like, what he looking at? Fuck this nigga, man. And I see his dog is kind of growling. I'm like, oh shit, his dog might attack me. And then I realize this motherfucker got a rattlesnake in front of him, and he can't move. Like he's scared, you know what I'm saying? And that's one of the pictures I showed you was of that rattlesnake. Yo, or like the snake. I don't even know if it's a rattlesnake. I call every snake a rattlesnake. But I was like, yo, this nigga's scared. And then I felt bad because I was like, I'm finna punch this nigga for no reason. And he's standing there with his dog and he don't know what to do because the snake is gonna get him, you know what I'm saying? Man, I kicked the shit out of that snake, you know what I'm saying? After that video I posted, I launched that bitch into outer space. And I don't even got, hey, check this out. I ain't even got socks on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm wearing these motherfucking, I don't know what they call, but they like sandals, but they cover your toes or whatever. If that snake would have bit me, I'd be dead right now, man. Fuck that snake. You don't know how good it was. I mean, I'm not like an animal abuse type person, but it felt good to kick that hoe smooth across the desk. I was like, bitch, get your ass out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? At that point, I was still kind of upset, but it felt good because it wasn't like a normal kick. Like, I really kicked, like, I fucking, you know what I'm saying, Anderson Silva to Vitor Belfort face kicked that nigga, man. And it felt good. But I was still mad, you know what I'm saying, a little bit, but I went in there and then, you know, I washed my dishes and the sink, and then I came back and I ate some dinner. I mean, it's a very anticlimactic story, but for real, I was mad and I kicked that snake and the shit felt a little good. But yeah, truckers, hey, don't let them niggas lie to you, man. If you ain't got that many hours, anything they ask you to do, let's say you got 2 hours left and they want you to do something real quick, tell them these exact words. Say, Shumbo told me that all of y'all can lick the crevice of my ass. Every single one of you motherfuckers. And if they got a problem, DM me and I send them my phone number, you know what I'm saying? That way, you know, we can discuss it. I don't care what company you work for. I don't care. You can work for the government. Tell Donald Trump to call me. If Donald Trump asks you to do some shit, you only got 2 hours on your clock, send him my number. You understand? Because this shit's got to stop. They done got me like 3 times already. They got me 3 times already. They done fucked me over 3 times already, and I'm not down with it. I'm not down with it. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to my boy Icky, because he the one that told me about this shit. He was like, if them niggas tell you some bullshit, be quick to cuss them out, because them motherfuckers don't give a shit about you, and it's all about you.